So can you all still remember the video I made yesterday when I said to you that Blessing CEO was telling Very Dark Man step aside? And I said in that video that some of them are afraid to stand alone. Some decided to follow the crowd because I am now a celebrity. Let me join my fellow celebrities. Blessing now is the one begging Very Dark Man, please tone it down, because he already knows that this guy messed up. Blessing read everything the lawyer said, and she was the one now saying to the lawyer, you are implicating this guy. For you to mention that this guy has 5 point something million fake money is a very huge, dangerous, mistake that you made as a lawyer. Now that the only solution was to know how to get this guy out of this place, that Harrison is wrong. But she never accepted that this guy was wrong. Based on the previous video I made, she was telling Very Dark Man to step aside. Everybody, all of you go succumb. All of you that kept going around the circle, merry-go-round, without knowing the details of everything. But you heard from your favorite person, you want to conclude judgment. Things are not done that way. I was surprised. Blessing CEO dancing in the same tone, in the same explanations Very Dark Man made yesterday, even today. That this guy, for you to have such amount of money based on fake naira, it is very, very wrong. A lot are already in the market. People are buying and selling with it. You find out only when you want to deposit in the bank. And you want to tell me that Harrison is not a crook. The guy knows exactly what he was doing. He knows what he was doing. But some people don't want to see it in that angle. Someone like me, before I will say something about anyone, be you my favorite person or something, I have to go through your data, through your details, past and present. That's how I see my own. Now, Harrison already have this issue of him kidnapping himself, calling Nigerians that he was kidnapped. Is that not number one scandal? He duped a lot of people. Now, how did you manage to get this particular money of a thing, this prototype is gonna send this guy to where he was not expecting? It's gonna send this guy to prison. That alone is life imprisonment. So Blessing CEO was beating around the bush yesterday because a lot of people was against Very Dark Man. She want to follow trend. BB, I love you as a person. I know you are someone who don't look at face before you pass your judgment, but lately you are following trend and you're following crowd because people are calling Very Dark Man, Very Dark Man. If you know what you believe and what you stand for, stop following trend. Pass the judgment the way you see it. This is just life. Nobody's gonna beat you.
In as much as I am a supporter of Harrison, right? There are some certain things that one should not write. Example, Harrison's lawyer came out and wrote that according to the lawyer's writing, the person alleged that Harrison removed the 5.5 million and replaced it with counterfeit money because according to them, Naira is very light and counterfeit, it is more stronger to hold chips. It was a long write-up, but that write-up, whoever wrote that thing, that write-up is indicting. First of all, go and read about counterfeit money. This counterfeit money, even if you want to do props, because it is this counterfeit money that, Nollywood people used to do props, 100,000, 200,000, latest 500,000. So, are you telling us that Harrison had 5.5 million naira counterfeit? That is implicating. How did he get this counterfeit? That is implicating. Now, this person talked about a chip. Did Harrison put this chip in the complete counterfeit 5.5 million naira? Does it mean that Harrison had 5,000 or 500 chips? You see why I said the message is indicting. And because Harrison is not here to explain himself, bloggers will be putting out the wrong narrative. See, in scandals like this, silence is powerful. You see, social media, if you keep quiet, something else will just take it away. Initially, it was Baba that was hot everywhere. Regina Dallin and Ned. Now it is Harrison. The more we pipe down, the more lawyers stop writing, the better. Even when Harrison comes out, let him take his time to come and talk to the public. The problem is, in a bit to shalaye, we make a lot of mistakes. According to the write-up, if I put up this counterfeit and we get, it was a good intention. But holding counterfeits, it is unlawful. So I prefer we stick to the scripts. I prefer we stick to the part that they said he removed 5.5 million. Harrison should just come out and say, sorry, you make una no vex, so I no plan. Than to go with counterfeits. That is the reason why I say we need to calm down so that we don't indict him the more. Let's do what we have to do behind the scene to get Harrison out. At this point, police cannot even let Harrison go now. They must give us a substantial reason of why they have been holding Harrison. Do you now see where the case gets dicey? And that is the reason why I was begging Oga Very Dark Man to pipe low. I did not ask him not to talk. I only said, Biko, allow Harrison come out. The more you are analyzing this thing, the more you are deliberating on it, it is going viral. That is all I am begging him. Give Harrison a chance to come out and explain himself or apologize. That is all we are begging. Because I know how good cases can turn bad. Trust me. And by the time you will finish proving yourself, you go don't stay like 2, 3, 4 years for jail. So please, anybody that is close to the counsel of Harrison should beg them to lie low. At this point, we don't even want to know what is happening. We just want him to be safe, come out. In fact, I would even prefer Harrison to come out and just apologize without explaining. Because there is no amount of explanation that Harrison will explain now that people will not, try to navigate. First, they said he worked with the kidnappers. Second, they say, different narrative. See, because of social media monetization, people will say things, deliberate on things that are not supposed to be deliberated on because everybody's looking for traffic. So I am begging. Let us stop. Let us resist the urge to shalaye. Shalaye simply means resist the urge to come and start explaining. You see, when they